Rare candies. As their name implies, well, they are pretty rare. They are nothing like the candies we think of. Instead, they act almost like a super drug, raising the Pokemon level by 1, no matter how much EXP is required. They are not sold at any of the marts, so who the heck is making them? Welcome back, fam, this is Ovi, and get ready for more Pokemon theories. Every Pokemon game comes with a set number of rare candies that you can find scattered throughout whatever region you're playing in. And it was not until later games that they implemented other ways so you can get your hands on them, such as trading them for battle points. This seems to be for obvious reasons. If you could obtain them easily, it would defeat the purpose of you going out training your Pokemon. However, such limitation never stopped the fans to get greedy and find other ways to get them. I'm talking to you, Gen 2 fans. You know you were cloning Pokemon holding a rare candy. It's okay, I was one of them. And then there are those who just use a Game Shark. But there were always two things that bothered me about this useful item. For starters, how do they truly work? To be honest, after this day I'm still looking for the most logical answer, but I have yet to find a satisfying one. No worries, one day we will crack this mystery. The next question that I always ask is, where do they come from? On a closer inspection you realize that they don't look anything out of the ordinary. They look like a simple candy with a regular wrapper. I still don't know what the M stands for, but because of their presentation you would think that they were made in some sort of factory. And yet you will never find a Pokemart that sells them. Why is that, lore-wise? It seems that these rare candies are a natural occurrence. They're found in the wild and it looks like the humans from the Pokemon world haven't found a way to replicate its effect. I believe this is why they refer to them as being rare. And it's a very specific Pokemon that is responsible for making rare candies. Some of you guys might be too young to know this, but for veterans like myself, back in Gen 2, we were introduced to a Pokemon we know as Shuckle. To be honest, he was weak to be used in a battle, but it did have an amazing defense. So some of us didn't really pay attention to him. However, he had a very unique ability, unlike any we had seen before. If you gave your Shuckle a berry, over time it will create berry juice. This goes hand on hand with many of his Pokédex entries. For example, in Ruby and Sapphire the Pokédex states, Shuckle quietly hides itself under rocks, keeping his body concealed inside its hard shell while eating berries it has stored away. The berries mix with his body fluids to become a juice. This berry juice acted like a regular berry and restored 20 HP. However, if you let your Shuckle hold the berry juice long enough, it would actually turn into a rare candy. This implies that rare candies are made from berries, and so far Shuckle is the only Pokemon we know that can do this. It ferments the berries, creating a potent juice, and then probably amplifying it even more by concentrating everything into a small candy. This would explain a lot of things, such as not being able to find them in the Pokemarts. So most likely wherever you find a rare candy, it might have been left there by a Shuckle. Plus, it takes Shuckle a while to make one candy, and thus explaining why the limited amount, making them quite rare. But I am sure that somebody is going to say something like, what about the wrapper? Because of this ability, I am sure many will want to exploit this Pokemon, so I believe that they are actually protected by the Pokemon League. This is why you can trade rare candies for battle points. And it's most likely them, or whatever organization that runs the Battle Frontier and such other facilities, that collect these candies and probably provide the wrapper. Because I doubt that Shuckle is wrapping the candies every time he makes one for you. Or who knows, maybe he has a thing for that. But anyways, that is my Pokemon theory. I hope that you enjoyed it and maybe you learned something new. If you want to help the channel out, you can do so by leaving a like, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, Pokemon fans.